Our war on British tyranny begins tonight. In Boston, brave men fight for the right to govern themselves. Tonight, we fight for freedom. As I bear witness to the sacrifice of this generation, I take great comfort in the memory of our forefathers. Those pioneering men who traveled to these shores seeking a new life. Like the intrepid Captain John Smith and his fellow settlers, we too seek a new world. Not only for ourselves, but for future generations of Americans. As I look back on their endeavors, at the unknown dangers that awaited the pioneers over every rise and behind every tree, I am reminded that I play but a small part in a much greater story. As time went by, hostilities between the natives and settlers began to fade, and more ships carrying the hopeful arrived daily. Over the next 100 years, the population swelled, and the fight for territory began. Both the British and the French set their sights on the valuable Ohio Valley. And when the French built a line of forts across the valley, I was sent to demand the instant withdrawal of their troops. They refused, and the British retaliated by sending an army under General Braddock to take the valley by force. I was unlucky enough to be an officer in that army. Braddock's limited knowledge of his surroundings and his refusal to listen to counsel led to his downfall. He marched us straight into a French ambush. Our men were massacred. The cries of the wounded still haunt my dreams. This terrible loss encouraged the British to take a closer look at the tactics and cunning employed by their native allies. Use of these warriors and their knowledge of the land would prove to be the key to claiming the Ohio Valley. Britain won its war against the French, but it was we, the American people, who bore the cost. Our treatment at the hands of the British fueled fires of discontent that spread quickly through the colonies. In Boston, a group of men dressed as Indians boarded British ships and threw a cargo of tea into the harbor. Across America, talk of rebellion became commonplace, and despite several attempts to negotiate, our demands fell on deaf ears. It was this constant refusal to accept a new order in the colonies that would be the spark which lit the fuse of revolution. And so, I find myself here, watching with pride as my fellow Americans tear down the tyranny of the British. We fight for freedom, a driving force stronger than the word of any general. We will need this strength in the battles to come. The British will not easily relinquish their control over our home. The fight will be hard, but the rewards are boundless.
Hello there everyone, and welcome to Bunker Hill. Or I actually think we're on Breed's Hill here, fighting. But anyway, since it is the 4th of July, I thought we might as well go ahead and play the Battle of Bunker Hill, and I would do a bit of the show a bit of the intro sequences as well. I don't think it will go well. I don't think I will be able to hold this hill because, well, there's some stat changes from Darth Mod to Empire, so our troops are very, very much worse than the British troops we are facing, but we will do our best and we will fight for freedom. First step in fighting for freedom is moving some of these lines to lay down better fire upon our enemies. Let's see if we can get you. We need to organize this because this can go really quick. So we're going to organize our troops a bit better. We're going to get this line also to spread out like that. not to be as much of a target. Cannons needs to focus on the line infantry that's coming up here rather than on the cannons. Instead, we'll have our mortars target on them, and I'm not going to move the cannons at all in this just to save time and to make sure that we are ready. And then we're going to keep these guys as reserves and this unit behind the house as reserve there. The militia fighting over here, fighting against the light infantry coming up, needs to spread out a bit as well. And this unit, which is actually at this point targeting the enemy artillery, needs to move up and spread out a bit. And then the cavalry unit, you know what, at this point we can go back to normal. So the cavalry unit, the thing is the enemy has a heavy cavalry unit that will come in from over here. And that's gonna be, we're not gonna be able to defeat them even if we use both our cavalry units. So I'm gonna try to inflict as much damage instead by going ahead and attacking the enemy light infantry with my cavalry. And that will prove a lot better. And then the enemy heavy cavalry is, there's no way I think I'm gonna be able to stop that. Now this Battle of Bunker Hill is the one that Empire gives you. Oh crap, the British have already come as far as to charge in and attack this line right here. But what I was gonna say is this is not very historically accurate because, well, I don't think the Americans had any. Oh, they're shooting my general, the bastards. I'm going to target this unit right here. Then this one needs to hold fire, go for canister and prepare. And this one needs to go for canister already and switch and be ready to shoot down towards here. Our cavalry has sent off the enemy light infantry, but there's more light infantry coming up there, so we can see about sending them off. It's not very accurate because, well, the Americans didn't have any cannons, and I don't think they had any cavalry either. Okay, so our line there has given up. Oh, the cannons here have given up. That means let's get this unit back, retreat. And why don't you hold in this location? The enemy mortar is destroying our troops. Let's see. Do we have any more? There's line. Why don't you come up here and defeat this unit? At the same time, this cavalry will quickly move to this location and then attack the light infantry in the back. Now the British have opened fire from there, but I'm gonna hold until the point where oh, here comes the mortar fire. Nice! We might not have that much hope of winning this, but we sure need to inflict a lot of British casualties on this hill. The British light infantry. Oh, they shot the flag guy in this unit. I was looking around a bit earlier on the ground. Oh, here comes the heavy cavalry. This is the end of the match, more or less. I would have targeted them, but the unit's so powerful and it's so there's no way we're gonna be able to defeat it. But I will say earlier, I don't think this is actually, this hill is Bunker Hill, but it is Breed's Hill. And the guy in the beginning, the officer actually, I think he says this is in Bunker Hill. I disabled him though, so we didn't hear him spout this nonsense. British general is moving up. And the heavy cavalry. Heavy cavalry is definitely going to cause a lot of problems for us. I don't think that bomb was too useful. Right, the enemy is going to come. The heavy cavalry is going to come there. So maybe we need to move this unit back a bit so I can... You know what? We'll have to sacrifice this unit. Turn the cannons and open fire with canister, and then this line has to open fire, give that unit, the heavy cavalry unit, a volley. Sort of looked more like our unit. There comes the canister, goes through. Unfortunately though, it doesn't take out nearly as many as we would have liked. Now they're too close, so we'll target in on this one with the canister instead. Right, cavalry, come up through here and attack the light infantry. Another bomb goes up. Oh, come on, no! God damn it, they're not going to be able to turn in time to fire the cannons. Blast! So this entire side has more or less fallen, means we need to focus in then on our defense around this house. We need to prepare a volley for the enemy coming through there. One of these units, let's see which one has the least ammo of these. This one is out of ammo. This one is gonna have to stand right there to stop the enemy heavy cavalry coming through. Then this unit will march into the house to occupy that. We are falling apart, but I guess that's just historically accurate at this point. The British are coming on. This line is still actually holding, I say. Another bomb went off over there. Fortunately, it didn't do anything. Our cannons has been seized by the British. And they're coming on the cavalry. Unfortunately, I think I moved them out a bit too late, so they were able to take fire from something. Possibly the artillery. Okay, so it's down to the units I have around here. Oh, this one broke. The one we sent into the house has broken, I think. No, they they were back there. We got more light infantry coming up. Oh, so the British at this point are not gonna charge us. Well, the heavy cavalry is. No? No, the heavy cavalry is held back. Oh, here they come, here they come. The British going in for a charge. Sending up the blasted general as well. That bomb actually did something. Hold steady, men. We need to deliver a decisive volley against the British if we are intend to secure this hill. Okay, here we go. Open fire. Here they come. Fire! Hold steady, gentlemen. Okay, I need this unit to come out of the house. And I need the general to come out as well. Okay, we have lost, so what I'm gonna do here, just for the end, is we're gonna go ahead and switch everything off to make it cinematic. There's no more moves to make. And so it's all about seeing this. Unfortunately, we're gonna lose Bunker Hill, but hopefully the British would have paid dearly for it. Get that general in. Let's see, general. General. God damn it. The general has to charge in. and aid his soldiers. At this point, it looks like the militia is actually holding out quite a bit, if it weren't for the fact that they just send in the twice amount of units there. Charge in, General, charge in! Fight with your men! Oh, he bravely goes directly into the mess of British troops. Oh, we got even more British troops coming up there. We don't have a lot of men left. We do actually have quite a few men over here that's not really doing anything. Oh no, the general! He's retreating! Get out of here! Save yourselves! The hill is lost! Unfortunately, we lost Bunker Hill. But I would have liked to say that we inflicted more damage on the British, but as you can see here, we did not. But it wasn't that much. There wasn't that big of a difference. 100 men about. The British lost 500 men, but we only killed 402. They team kill 100 of their own, while we lost. We killed about 40 of our own. Right, who killed the most? The Minutemen, the Provincial Cavalry. The thing is, if you actually check the Minutemen's stat for Darth Mod, they're quite bad. They have, I think, 15 accuracy compared with British Line Infantry, which I think this was, and they have 38. So they were more than they had more than double the accuracy. So that's why it didn't go too well for us. I mean, if we take the big line there at the end, I think these two are. They killed about, this one killed 18. I think that was the one that got stuck, and the other one killed 20. Oh wait, here's the one. I guess this probably was the one in the last one. So that actually killed 100. But you see the other ones. I think these were the two then that stood and fought the lines up in the beginning, and they were only able to kill 20 men each, which is not very good. Anyways, I did this Battle of Bunker Hill. This leads on to the American Independence Campaign, and I'm not entirely sure how I want to do this, because or if I want to do the American War of Independence campaign, since I'm doing quite a lengthy main campaign for this as the British. But what I could do is, once I've done the British one, I could continue on by doing the American Revolution, War of Independence. But we'll see what you guys think. Anyways, 4th of July. Thought I'd do Bunker Hill. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the 4th of July. And as I always say, I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!
While the war rages on, the members of the Continental Congress gather to sign our Declaration of Independence, the founding document of our great nation. A nation where the principles of freedom and equality are upheld by just and honorable men. This war will not be an easy one. Lives will be lost and families torn apart. But this is the price of independence. As I march, I think of my men and the sacrifice some are about to make. We are outnumbered and undersupplied. And yet we march. We march for our beliefs, for our families, for our freedom.